Welcome, everybody. Good morning. So let's begin. It's the tall and supreme. Close the eyes and bring the attention within. At the moment of creation, this divine essence that we call God became part of all living beings everywhere. It is vital to remember that God is residing equally in equal portions in all beings. Tune your mind to that supreme divine consciousness that is within us and all around us. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And to make this practice even more powerful, meaningful, and even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Think of this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Do it because it must be done. So now let's continue with the asana practice, and to make that practice even what it's meant to be. Renounce all the fruits and dedicate it to something higher and greater than just satisfaction of your own desires and needs. Let's come to standing. Oh, let's begin with some warm-ups as always. That's hands on the hips, and then just start to circle the head to the left. Try to get your chin to the chest, the back of the head to the top of the back, the ears to the shoulders, as the head goes around and around. If you feel okay to do so, move the head a little bit more quickly to warm up the joints. And then go in the opposite direction. Feels all the head very heavy, rolling all the way around the neck. And now, left foot forward, right arm circles back, winding up as though you're pretending to throw a ball, preparing to throw a ball. We go forward. Feel as though you're holding a weight to 5 pounds in the hand to make an arm swing more easily. Now the right foot goes forward, left arm circles backwards. And then go forward. Now bring your arms up over the head, take hold of the opposite elbows, and then start to make little circles over the head. Getting bigger with the circles gradually. Maybe taking the whole trunk around. Allow the form to come right across the feet. Coming all the way back up and go in the opposite direction. Again, start with little circles that gradually get bigger and bigger. Until perhaps you can turn the whole trunk. And coming all the way back up. Good. From here, bring your arms back down to sides of the body. Separate the feet a little bit more, the toes turned out. Inhale, raise your left arm up. Exhale, bend to the right. Stretch the whole left side of the body. Try not to make folds in the right side at the waist. Come back up. Reach up with the right arm. Inhale. And then go to the left. Hold your breath so you can go a little bit deeper in this stretch. And coming back up on the exhale. Inhale again, reach up with the left arm, hold the breath. Go to the right again. And coming back up on the exhale. Reach up on the right with the right arm. On the inhale, hold the breath, slide your left arm down the left leg. Feel as though you had weights attached to your fingers to pull you deeper into the bend. And then come back on the exhale. Shake out the fingers, move the fingers very, very rapidly, like you have no control of the hands are moving all by themselves. Then up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. And then allow the arms to just drop and then just start to move the shoulders, the head, the arms slapping the body in any which way. And then release. Now next, bring your arms out to the side. Right leg swings back and forth. If you need to bring your left hand on the wall, then do so. Try to get your knee to the shoulder, the toes to the back of the head. Beautiful. And then the other side, left leg goes back and forth like a pendulum that's going out of control. And then release. One more, the feet together, arms up over the head, interlace the fingers and press the heels all the way up. Exhale, drop your heels, lift the toes, rock back and forth. Inhale, push into the base of toes, come up. Exhale, drop the heels down like the tailbone. Inhale again, come up off the toes, off the heels. Exhale, back down the heels, lift the toes. One more time. Inhale, press into the toes, reach up. Try to get as tall as possible, like you're trying to push the hands right through the roof. And then lower the heels down slowly. Bring the arms back down. Chin on the chest in a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Let go of all expectations. These are simply a form of mental attachment that binds us to, that eventually leads us to suffering. So now let's come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskar, the hands to the heart. Imagine being infused by the light and warmth of the sun and share it with all beings. It's represented the wisdom and the love of God. Raise arms up, reach up and back. Fold the body down. Bend your knees, bring your hands on the ground, the belly on your thighs. Right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Then come into the high plank. Lower the knees down, the seat goes all the way back behind the heels. Glide between the arms. Pull against the floor like trying to pull the floor towards you. And again, take the seats back, come forward. Pull, make as though you're trying to pull the floor towards you. Press into the hands, descend the shoulders, make sure your neck is long so you can bring your head back. Take the seat back again, come forward. Create as much space as possible so as not to restrict any movements. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Soften the heart, allow the head to come down below the arms. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands, drop down to the seat. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push the body into your legs, the head goes down. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And then come back home, hands to heart. Engage the buttocks and the upper back muscles so you reach back behind you and then forward fold. Head close to the feet, a gesture of humbleness. Left foot goes back. Into the plank. And down with the knees, the seat goes back. Come forward. Try to put yourself in the body of what you're representing. Imagine how that balance range emotionally the serpent. Take the seats back again, come forward. Tap into all their divine qualities. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless. And take the seats one more time. It's the step, first step of cultivating compassion. Put yourself in their shoes. Good. Of all beings and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then you'll develop and cultivate love for all beings. Left foot forward, drop down to the seat. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home, hands to heart. You have to try to Continue to try to see God in each and every form. Reach up and back. Forward fold, Uttanasana. The right foot goes back, Anjalyasana. That's it. Into the plank. Now the knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through between your arms, push into your hands and lift your thighs and knees away from the ground. Upward facing dog. Stay for a moment. Bend the toes under, stretch, open up the chest fully. Take the head back. Remember, drop the shoulders down so the neck can actually go back. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Soften the line in the back. Try to get your belly towards your thighs, the chest towards the ground. If you're flexible, maybe the forehead comes down to the ground. Try not to bend the elbows, with the arms at the elbows. Now the right foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down as though in humbleness. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home, hands to the hearts. Reach up and back, stretch the whole front of the body. And come down, Uttanasana. Left foot back. Open yourself up to divine grace. Each and every movement has a certain consciousness. Tap into it. Into high plank, knees, chest, forehead down. Right through into upward facing dog. So from here, oscillate between upward and downward a few times. So 3 times each. Round your back as you're making way back to the downward facing dog. Then sink the heart. Make like a dog stretching its back. Come right forward again. Rounding your back as you make your transition. Roll over your toes. Then push your shoulders back. Upward facing dog. Back the other way. Try not to allow the legs and hips to drop down to the ground. Adho Mukha Savasana. Look like a dog who's loyal to its master. Come forward, roll over your toes into upward facing dog. Like the dog howling at the moon. One more time. Take the seats all the way back. And downward facing dog. And come forward again. Round your back. And coil. Take the head back. Upward facing dog. Good. Back into downward facing dog. To make the transition forward, the left foot now between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seats. And through the foot comes forward, Uttanasana, chest and thighs, head comes down again. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home, hands to the hearts. Raise your arms up with constant practice. You learn all sorts of tricks to move more efficiently, and then you can stay in the poses longer. That's the most important part. Settling the mind into silence. The right foot back into Anjalyasana, and then into high plank. If you like this time, lower down, hovering above the ground, chaturanga. Come down in one line from the heels to the top of the head. Push into your hands, right into upward facing dog, always according to your strength and abilities, of course. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Now the right foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, bow down in zone humbleness. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. Forward fold. The offering of the practice is a transformative force. Left foot back into the high plank. Allow that to be the driving force behind all actions on deed. Come down, hovering just above the ground, into upward facing dog. And back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Left foot steps forward to the hands, very softly and quietly. Good. And then Uttanasana. Push the body into your legs. If you can, try to get your legs straight or your seat over the heels. And come right up to standing, reach up and back. And always coming back to the source of divine love at the heart. Infuse every movement with love and devotion. Raise your arms up. Let's add on now. Bend your knees, your belly on your sides, join your hands and pull them all the way up off your back. If you can, if your legs are straight, press the whole front of the body against the legs. Chest with your knees. Now the right foot goes back. Back knee down, swing arms all the way up, Kapiyasana. Reach up, pull the shoulders up by the ears and drop your shoulders down, send the hands back further. Try to get them behind, beside, or behind the ears. Radiate your light from within. Push your lower back up and in, lift the chest. Now break the pose. Come back down into plank position. You can do any of those entries that we did before into upward facing dog if you want. You can also take your seat back. Come right through. Pull the elbows inside the body without dropping your legs and hips to the ground. Right into upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And now raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, reach up again. Imagine the arms start at the hips and then drop your seat down. Keep on lengthening the toes all the way up to the fingertips. One long, smooth curve. Beautiful. And then come forward. See if you can come forward without touching your fingers to the ground. So you swing the hands behind the back, the belly on your thighs, and then keep pushing your body into your legs as your seat comes up over your heels. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home. We're moving between humility and opening yourself up to divine grace are all important to really make an offering. Belly on your thighs, join your hands and pull them all the way up over your head. Left foot goes back, back knee down, reach up and back. You have to completely lose the ego in order to really connect, put yourself in a place where you're completely devoted to serving others. Push the chest up. Beautiful. Now break the pose, come back down into high plank. Again, entry of your choice into upward facing dog. Be mindful of your joints, your abilities. Jump into side body, right into upward facing dog. Then Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg then comes up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana, left three-legged dog. And then the foot comes between your hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Reach up again and pull the arms back. Radiate your legs from within like the moon reflects the light of the sun. Stretch again. Come forward, belly on your thighs, swing your hands behind the back, hold the breath, so the right foot can come in beside your left softly. Uttanasana. Come right to standing, reach up and back, stretch. Full front of the body, and back home. Good, now we're going to do that without stopping the same sequence. Raise your arms up. Move between the poses, transition seamlessly like you're doing a divine dance of devotion. Belly on your thighs, join your hands over your head and pull them all the way up. The right foot goes back, take your seat, Papayasana, reach up and back, try to get your fingertips over the toes, body parallel to the ground. Come back into your high, with your hands on either side of the left foot, swing your left foot up this time, three-legged dog. Come forward into your high plank, shoulders over the fingertips, lower your chest down first, pull the elbows into sides body, turn the fingers out, the chest touches down, follow right through into upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg then goes up. Step the foot between the hands. Keep on being a witness, watching your body move all by itself. You are not the body, nor the mind, nor the emotions. Reach up and back, stretch. And forward again, belly on your thighs. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push your seat up, the head comes down. Then right up to standing, reach up and back. Come back home, hands to the heart. One more time. Stretch, move like a shapeshifter between the forms without effort. Silently, reverently. Uttanasana. Left foot back into Kapayasana. Reach back. You always try to go to the edge of your potential each and every time you practice. So you keep on pushing that edge forward. Raise your right leg up. Come forward into your high plank. Try to make as much progress in this life. You never know where you're going to be in the next life. You always have some karmas to resolve. So do the best you can to go as far as you can in this life so you start off at a high point. Adho Mukha Svanasana, left leg up. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, reach up and back. Try to attract good karma by good actions, thoughts, and deeds. Swing your hands behind the back. Right foot meets the left. Uttanasana. Come right at the standing, reach up and back, stretch the whole front of the body, and then come back home. Take pause here. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the ground. Hold the breath, imagine the love going out to all beings everywhere, like the sun that shines down equally in everything. Exhale back down to the heart. Always check back into source, but remain established in it. So let's continue with some balance poses. So now we're going to start off in hummingbird. So bend your knees. You can bring your fingertips to the ground, index fingers on either side of the foot, a little bit in front, slide your right foot back and bring the foot all the way up towards the heel up towards the seat, the knee up. Keep very small and compact like a hummingbird. Then when your foot's in place, float the fingertips off the ground. You can bring them in front of the shoulders or right over the head. Now from here, gliding eagle. So bring your chest forward. Keep your knee bent so that your belly can rest on your thigh. Try to bring the right foot up higher than the hip. And then curve your back a little bit. Push your shoulders back. Make like you're gliding from a great height, soaring on the surface of the ocean. Good, now bring the hands down. From here, lift the heel and back down. So push into the ground, push into the heels, your palms, lift the heel up. Keep your right leg bent, so the foot close to your seat. If you want, you can take a few hops, you can come up. Maybe if you have a handstand practice, you can go ahead and do it. So just take a few hops, try to get your hips over your shoulders. Nice. And then come back down. Let's try on the other side. So anchor down to the right foot. Your fingertips on either side of the foot. Lift the left leg up. The knee stays very bent, the heel close to your seat, your belly resting on your thigh. And then you can take your fingers up off the ground, fix your gaze on a point. Your fingertips your hands come up towards the shoulders or over your head. Dive down like the head is trying to reach, get the head above the height of the knee. Then you can stay here or now stretch the left leg all the way up and back. Take your arms out to the side like the wings of that magnificent eagle. Beautiful, that's it. The head above the height of the knee again. Your left leg further up over the higher than the hip. Arch your back a little bit, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now bring your hands down on either side of the right foot. The heels, your palms just in front of your toes. And then lift the right heel up. And you can keep on doing it. Just try to get your hip over a little bit higher, over your shoulders. Keep the left leg very bent. If you want, take a few hops. You can come up and float and stay. Wherever you are is perfect. Just try your best. And then come back down. From here, the head stays heavy as you roll your way back up. Good. Turn the palms forward, charging breathing. Inhale, imagine you're bringing the best of the best right up the spine to the crown. And exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Good. Next one, ballet pose. Stand firmly on your left foot, bring the right foot up, take hold of the inside of the heel, and bring the leg out to the side. Try to have your toes and fingers in the same line. Fix your gaze on the point. More flexible, bring the foot up higher. Fall, just come right, fall back down, come right back up again. Keep up the effort. Now from here, we're going to take the leg out in front. You can bend your knee, take hold of the big toe, or take hold of the big toe, or if you can't, just hold a little bit lower on the leg. And then here, you can lean back if you're comfortable. Push, I should turn this so you can see. So bend your left knee a little bit, lean back. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can take hold of the knee and just, you can push your belly up to your thigh and lean back. So wherever you are, again, perfect. Stay on the intent of offering. Push up to the base of the toes. And break the pose, come back down. Go try it on the other side now. Anchor down to the right foot. Take your left foot up. Fix your gaze on a point. Sometimes it helps to look at the floor, about 3 feet in front. Bring the leg out to the side. Again, the fingers and toes stay on the same line. Doesn't matter the height, whether it's the shoulder height or the foot and the hand behind the head, beside the head. Just do what you can. Now bring the leg out in front. A little bit more, take hold of the big toe or hold your shin and then lean back. Bend your left knee a little, your right knee a little bit, turn the toes out also helps. If you have the foot, push out to the base of the toes. Push your chest up and then lean back so you don't crunch your lower back. And break the pose. Come back down. Charge the body again. Inhale the best, right up into the body, right up to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout your being and send it to all beings, everything meant to be shared. So, one more, Adho Chandrasana. Left foot comes forward, left hand down, and then raise your right leg up, turn to the right. Turn the whole body sideways. That's it. Push the right shoulder back. If you want, you can bend your left knee, bend the right knee, bend right leg, bring the right knee in towards your belly. Take hold of the ankle and push it all the way up and back again, like you're doing a bow pose. Push the foot away from your seat if you can. If you want, you can do it on your knee, even your left knee. If you can't, so if it's too much, do it on your foot. You want to keep going, look forward, hold your breath, take your left hand up off the ground onto your heart. Eventually, you might be able to take your foot in both hands and push your foot away. Now break the pose, left hand comes back down, it goes up, the right foot comes back down. And then roll your way up. All right, go on to the other foot, keep on resetting your mindset. Right foot forward, the right hand down. Every new pose is like a new experience. Be receptive to it and all that it offers you. Even if it doesn't go the way you think it will go, even if it's painful or challenging, be grateful for it. You know, learn something from everything that we do. Now from here, again, if you want, you can take the bind with your foot. So bend your right knee to anchor the right foot down. Bend your left knee, take the knee right in towards your belly. Take hold of the ankle and push it all the way up and back. Again, then you can straighten out your right leg again. Get your hip over the heel. If you want to continue with a release, hold your breath. Your right hand to the heart, or maybe to the foot. Keep on imagining yourself in a practice you're trying to attain with the adherence to ethical rules, constant practice, angry determination, everything is possible. Now the right hand comes back down, left foot comes back down. And again, make your way back up gracefully. Charge the body again. Inhale, imagine lights of every color coming into the body, right up to the spine, up to the crown. Exhale, feel yourself being illuminated from within. So now let's turn to the long edge of the mat, facing the long edge of the mat. Step or jump your feet apart. That's it. I'm going to turn to the left, Virabhadrasana. Try to get a little bit lower. The knee over the toes. Stretch it out. Remain fully present. Remember, you're offering this up to those around you as well. Even though we're in a virtual space, send out your love, your support to all beings in this space. And it just goes out to all beings as well. Now from here, we're going to turn, lift the back heel towards the front, the right arm up, going into a twist. Anchor the toe and knee towards the right, and bring the right arm all the way down to the outside of the left leg. So the armpit on the outside of the left knee. Push the left hand into right, so the chest comes to your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder all the way back. If you need to modify, just bring the right knee down. If you want to go further, take the bind. Left arm goes underneath the leg. Right arm goes underneath the leg. Left arm goes over your back. Push out to the back heel if your knee is up. Keep a nice straight line from the heel all the way to the crown. That's it. Beautiful. Turn the chest right up. Nice. Now release. Come to the inside of the foot. From here, we're going to come into lizard. So push back and forth off the back, lift the back knee and just slide back and forth. Push back one more time to the right foot, lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. Fall, if you can, if your hips are low enough, onto your right forearm and roll back to your left. Keep on trying to close a gap between your body and your thigh, and the body and the ground. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. Keep telescoping head and chest forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body comes down. That's it. Good. Imagine you're making your transition from your belly into your upward facing dog or cobra. Flatten out. Make sure you can imagine there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. And now come back onto the hands. From here, come into a box shape with your legs, your left foot in line with your back, the back of the knee. Turn to the right again, Sukha Virabhadrasana. Now tip down, your left hand comes down, your right arm comes up, left shoulder stays against knee and push the right arm back. You can stay here or take a bind, right? The full bind or even the half bind. Hand on the outs on the thigh, pull the right shoulder back. Get more flexibility, the left arm goes underneath the leg, the right arm goes behind the back. Pull on the arm. If you want to go into Parsvakonasana, lift the back knee up off the ground. Push the right shoulder back. Now from here, release. Come back, spin on your feet so you're facing long edge of the mat. Come all the way back up. Good. Now we're going to go to the other side. Turn the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana. Look over the front hand. Again, just go into the consciousness of a warrior. Those qualities are already within, you just have to turn them on. Beautiful. Now from here, power your feet to Parsvakonasana. Turn towards the front, lift the back heel, left arm goes up, and then go to the outside of the right leg. Again, you can lower your right knee down. If you lower your left knee down, if you lower your knee down, make sure your legs are still looking like a box. Your hip and your knee in the same line. Push your right shoulder back. If you want to take a bind, go into it now. Right arm, left arm first underneath your leg, right arm over your back. Push out to the back heel, turn your face and chest all the way up. Yeah, hands in Anjali Mudra, center the chest right behind your thumbs. Beautiful, that's it. Strong lines here. Now break the pose, come back, facing forward, the right foot moves out to the edge of the mat. Your hands stay on the left, to the left of the foot, and just take a few moments, just scooch back and forth, try to get the hips to sink down a little bit more. Push back one more time to the left heel, lower the knee down, and fall to your left. Onto your forearm if you can, if your hips are low enough, roll back to the right, and then try to get your hips to come down. When the hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow, the pelvis, the belly, and the chest. Be still like a lizard. And keep on telescoping your trunk out of the hips, the neck out of the shoulders, then the body will come closer and closer to the ground. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Nice. Everybody. Be still like a lizard. Try to merge the form. The highest form of meditation is when you become one with the form. Now, come back onto the hands. Get ready for Parsvakonasana or just the Sukha Trikonasana. Turn to your left. Your legs are like a box. And then just tip down. The right hand's the inside of the foot. Left arm goes all the way up. Keep the shoulder against the knee. And you can take a half or a full bind or just stay where you are. Still perfect. If you're taking a bind, pull on the left wrist, pull the shoulder back. If you want to go further, lift the back knee up off the ground. Bring more weight into your right foot to prepare. That's it. With the pose, turn forward, step the right foot back to meet the left. Vasisthasana. Starting in plank, go to your right. Move your left hand a little bit to the right in front of the nose and come to side plank. Nice straight lines and heel all the way to the head. Imagine the guru within is watching. So you want to present the best practice possible. So they are more inclined to share the knowledge with you with enthusiastic students. Come back to high plank. Go to the other side now. The right hand in front of the nose. And then go. Raise the left arm up. Yeah, that's it. Now come back to plank. One more round. If you have other variations, you can go ahead. Turn to the right again. You lift the right leg up and float it. You can turn on the left foot as you slide your right toes back. Push your hips all the way up, coming into a wild thing or Urdhva Dhanurasana even. You can spin on your hands, keep spinning on your hands, and land your feet in your hands, one beside the other. Back, keep your left arm fully extended, your hip high as you make the transition, so you're not too hard on the joints. Come to your left now, stand in the right hand, and again you can see you can raise your left leg up and float it, or you can bring your slide your left toes back alongside the right knee. Keep turning on your hands, spin on your head, pivot on your heel, your palm, your foot eventually come into upward facing dog. Move back to plank here. From here, bring your seat all the way back. Step forward to your hands. So from here, let's try crow first, or crane. Push the arms against the legs, plant your hands, lift your heels, and just bring your shoulders over the fingertips. Head higher than the seat to start, pull the toes away. And you can stay here if you want. You can tuck your chin in, bring your forehead down on the ground, come into teddy bear. Those who want to go right into headstand, go ahead. If you don't want to enter into headstand from this way, you can go into it from like the ground with your feet on the ground, your hands beside your knees, your head down. And even if you bring your hands out to the side a little bit, or a big triangle, fingers on either side of the mat, you can come up this way, maybe take your foot up, one leg up over your head, walk your foot in closer and closer until when your heel comes up off the ground, your belly and your thigh are right together, perhaps. And then you can just pick up the toes up off the ground, keep pushing to the back foot, and find the balance. Nice. Beautiful, everybody. Now come back down softly, child's pose. Or you can land in crow first and then into child's pose, whatever you like. Once you're in child's pose, breathe in and breathe out. Roll your way back up. Bring your legs out in front. And bring your seat right close to your seat. Your feet close to your seat and lie on your back. Bridge pose. It's an approximation of shoulder stand. Same, it's still an inversion. Your chest is higher than the heart is higher than the head. So place your arms beside your body. Lift your back up off the ground. Tuck your arms underneath. Try to get your chest right up towards your chin. Try to check in where your knees are. If your hips are sinking, your knees will probably be over your toes. So you want to push into your arms a little bit more, especially upper part of the arm, and try to get your chest really close to your chin, tilt the tail under. If you want, you can bring your hands on your seat. Bring your elbows underneath your body and bring your left knee right up into your chest and straight up. If you want to go further, you can bring your leg out to the side, hovering, so you push the right knee out a little bit to counterbalance. Push into your arms, upper arms especially, so don't take too much pressure on your wrists. And back up with your left leg.
And then back down, try the other side now. Great, knee up into your chest and then raise the leg straight up, the foot in line with your hip. And you can stay with your leg up there, straight up, or take it all the way out to the right. Open up your left knee a little bit. Stay strong, so heels your palms, your upper arms. And bring the right leg back up. And bring the foot back down to the ground. Now you can either stay here in bridge pose with or without your hands on the hips, or you can put your hands beside your head, upward facing bow again. Press into your fingertips, slide back so you're on the top of the head, a little bit closer to your feet. Turn your hands around and press up into Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow. Otherwise, you stay in your bridge as always. And then come back down onto your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. From here, roll all the way back into plow pose just for a moment. Take hold of either the big toes or the ankles or the backs and knees. We're going to come into boat pose. Try not to bring your feet down in between. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, try to do it without straightening, without bending your legs. So take a deep breath in, hold the breath, and come right up to seated into boat pose. Okay, so from here, once you're in boat pose, allow the legs to hover there, let go of the legs, arms out to the side, and then let head go back, breathe very fast in the nose. Take hold of big toes again. If you need to, you bend your knees, keep your belly between your thighs. If you're more flexible, you can keep your legs together, cross your arms behind your legs, your shins, and try to bring your legs right up. So balance on your seat, a forward bend, but also a little bit extra with the balance. Trying to find balance. Try to get your chest up right against the knees. You do it like from here with your knees bent, your knees in your armpits, or straight up. From here, bring the feet back down. Extend your left leg, right foot goes on the outside of the left leg, a little bit past the knee. Right hand down the center of the back, pushing against the lower back, left arm up. And take the arms the outside of the right side. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right. Imagine trying to drag the knee beyond the left edge of the body. It's not just the eyes that turn, the whole torso spins. Imagine you can see right through your skin that the spine spiraling upwards. Use your imagination to achieve the effect to a deeper level. And back to the center. The right leg extends, the left foot on the outside of the right leg, just somewhere along the shin. Left hand behind the back, right arm up, and then go to your left. Push against the thigh, lift up through the heart, push the lower back up and in, turn to your left. Keep your right leg active. Keep pushing the heel forward. Chest wide open in every sense, the heart open, physically, emotionally, and spiritually especially. Now break the pose, lie on the back. Open up your feet, and then just ease your way down. Always moving softly again. So you're always moving in a way that doesn't bring the mind into a state of restlessness. And here, just free up everything. Free yourself up to receive the best of the best. All the fruits of the practice coming to you as a result of you offering everything up yourself.
There are impurities at all levels. Physically, they may manifest in a sensation of blockage, whether it's in the muscles, whether it's in the systems that animate the body. Imagine light and energy streaming into those areas, especially to dissolve all those blockages. Mentally, these blockages are simply impressions of what we identify with, what we think our true nature is, which is not the body, nor the mind, nor the emotions. It's what we cannot perceive. It has no shape, no form, but it prevails everywhere, within and all around us. And its nature is intelligence, wisdom, compassion, love. So inhale into the mind, those beams of light that will dissolve all those impressions and allow you to come back to what your true self is, infinite, immutable, and stainless. Now, the spiritual impurities from where all the others, the physical ones and the mental ones manifest or stem from, all these spiritual impurities. It's what causes us to stray from the ethical rules, yama and niyama, to bring us in a place of judgment, of seeing others lower or higher than ourselves. Ultimately, we must remember that all beings are made of God, equally present in all forms. So inhale into the heart, all these beams of light and love, to dissolve all those compartments, all those actions, thoughts, and words that are coming from a place that's less than compassion and love. And then we have to carry that, of course, into our day-to-day lives and all our interactions. We continue to act in this vein, to set a model and example for all others, so it continues to propagate. Even when you're self-realized, this work is never done, because there's countless beings coming into existence all the time, every moment. So now prepare for that mission. Come back to seated position, moving away again that is soft, as quiet, as reverent. As you make the transition, keep your eyes closed, move again in a way that doesn't bring you out to this state of tranquility. Back to seated position. Closing with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within and send out to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Thank you so much for joining. Such an honor to practice with all of you. Thank you. Namaste. If you'd like to stay for pranayama, let me just turn off the camera and we'll continue. If you have to get going, have a wonderful day. So let me just